All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. Have I got another review for you, and it is blue. Oh yeah. Say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powdered Toast Man, Login TV, and let's get started. And speaking of blue, the KnivesFAST channel is here for you. Check it out, watch the videos, join us for a live, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Stick around. We have some fun here. Now, this is a ProTech knife. You guys know I had a Malibu for a while, sold that, and I've missed having a ProTech a manual knife in here. This is the blue Mordax, Ferrum Forged design, texture blue, handle, stonewash, magnet cut blade, and this was a Kaviso drop. Now, guys, I had sold a few knives, and I was looking at a couple of different knives to buy. And suddenly I'm on Instagram at lunchtime one day, and bam, this guy says, Kaviso says, these are dropping black and blue. You better get one because they're going quick. And I went over there, I got one, and they were sold out in like 20 minutes. They were gone very, very quick. You guys know with anything ProTech, you got to wait. You got to, hit the notify me when in stock. And they drop batches of them. Now, even on Kaviso's website right now, there is a button that says, email me when available, and they do say there will be another production run. So if you're interested, go do that. Now, these are aluminum on the frame, and you have a Ferrum Forged design. Beautiful. By the way, this thing with the blue kind of changes the color of my camera a little bit. But anyway, you do have chamfering here, blue finish on that aluminum. You have this crazy milling. A lot of people have asked me, how is that feel? How is it in and out of the hand? It is definitely not super smooth, and that gives you a really good grip, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't like rip my fingers. It's not like pokey or anything like that. And it comes in and out of the pocket just fine. I haven't had any issues, mostly because the clip rides under the ones that go the same way as your pants are coming in and out. I think one day I did have one of these sort of grab as it came out. It does carry nice and thin for a larger knife. Let's give it a flick. By the way, we've got really cool jimping right there on the flipper tab, and you saw me screw it up, but if you actually do it, it works. You do have a stonewash drop point blade, ProTech USA, made in the USA, by the way, magnet cut steel. By the way, all of the hardware is nice and flat. Same thing with the pocket clip hardware. It is right side tip up only, and there is a tiny bit sticking out of the pocket. You get to see that beautiful blue. Love it, love it. Yeah, you do have a choil here. And guys, this knife is awesome in the hand. I like this more than the Malibu, and I enjoyed the Malibu a lot. I like this blade shape too. We'll talk more about that. And by the way, for those of you that wonder, if you're bearing down, you do feel these a little bit. I just don't call them a hot spot. It doesn't bother me. And by the way, the spine is crowned, and that still feels good on my thumb. For me, it doesn't bother me. But you definitely feel these in your hand. But it just doesn't bother me. They do make a version that's not, milled like that. So if you prefer the flat-sided one, they do make that. But I just thought this was absolutely gorgeous. Now, this is somewhat thicker blade stock, but not really. And it does pinch down at the blade, and it is a flat grind. Now, when it got here, it was not a great cutter. I basically all I've done since then is strop it a little bit. Man, my cardboard here is sad, but anyway, I stropped it a little bit, and now it is slicing. Whoops, just fine as long as I don't mess it up. Where's a good piece here? Here we go. So you can see there, I pulled out of the cut, but very nice. Yeah, I may still, I am gonna resharpen it. And I may reprofile it slightly, or I may even have it reground. And the reason, guys, is that this is a thicker grind. It is definitely not super thin on the grind. You can see how much was removed here, and it's not a lot. So it again, it is sharp, once I stropped it out of the box, it was not super sharp. It was kind of sticky and obtuse. And so I just stropped it, and it cuts fine now. But I do plan to put my own edge on it very soon and try that. And then if I don't like that, then who knows? I may well send it off to get a regrind. And some people have told me that's what they did, and they love theirs because of it. But I do love this anyway, and does everything I needed to do so far. So very, very cool. And now I have cardboard everywhere, literally everywhere. But we're going to let's give you some specs here and then give you the comparisons, and then we'll, give you some final thoughts. $280 is what these were cost. Oh, by the way, that is Magna Cut steel, if I didn't tell you that, which is another reason I jumped on it, because I don't have a Magna Cut knife in the collection until I got this. So it is a flipper button lock knife. Magna Cut is your steel. It is a drop point with a flat grind. Aluminum is your handle material. It is running on washers. The spine is flat. It is tip up right hand only. Blade length is 3.5. Closed length is 4.6. Overall is 8.125. And the handle thickness is 1/2 inch. And it is 3.68 ounces, which feels great to me. Now, lockup wise, another thing to point out, no blade play here, no lock rock. It did have a little bit of play, but I realized that the pivot was actually backing out, and it just needed some Loctite. So I literally put some Loctite on it, put it where I wanted it, got rid of the blade play, and yeah, magnificent. It just needed a little Loctite. No big deal. Maintain your knives. And so, again, detail-wise, you can, as you just saw there, you can fail it. But if you just mean it, you just actually flip it, it's fine. And you can see super fidgety. There's a tiny, let's see if you can hear it. Not really. Tiny, very much less than my my Malibu had. A tiny amount of button stick, but you can see this guy is completely fidgety. The button is sunk down really well, but the access is fine. No issues getting to that button. You can see as long as I'm just hitting the button, it is absolutely awesome. This is a great fidgety knife. Again, still needs a better edge, but it is not a bad shape. It's just thick. It just needs some love, and that's, again, back to maintain your knives and make them what you want them. You don't have to stick with it the way it was, for sure, but it's serviceable and usable just like it is. Now, here is your comparison. This is the Ontario Rat 1, which is a tiny bit bigger, not a whole lot. If we line up the pivots, man, it's very close. And then the Rat 2 is a lot smaller. As you can see there, know where to put that, but very, very cool. I love the size of the knife for me, and of course, you guys know I can't have enough blue knives in the collection, and I was going to do another comparison, and I left it in my case, so give me just a second. So this is I just thought these looked a lot alike. This is my Hogue Ballista. Again, you have a finger choil, size-wise, very similar. As you can see, they're both aluminum. One's an auto, one's a manual button lock, but size-wise, very comparable. So if you've held a Ballista, very much the same roughly sized knife, a little bit different. I think the Ballista's a little lighter. The aluminum feels lighter. Yeah, it's different, but there you go. I just thought that was a wonderful comparison there. So really, really cool, guys. So there you go. That is the ProTech Mordax. This one's probably not going anywhere. It's probably going to be a faithful member of my collection for some time to come because I really like it. So thank you very much. Guys, let me know what you think of this one. Is this one you're interested in? Again, I sold a few knives I don't usually buy in this price range a lot. But it was one that really stood out to me. So there you go. Thank you so much, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below. And thanks for watching the KnivesFAST channel.